Ready? Good evening, Bobcat fans. Welcome to Pasco-Hernando State College. Tonight, it's the home opener for the Pasco-Hernando State College Bobcats basketball team. The men's basketball team open up the season tonight against a D1 foe as they welcome in the Santa Fe College, the Santa Fe Saints tonight from Gainesville, Florida, in a D1, D2 non-conference matchup. So happy to have you along with us here. Welcome back here to the broadcast table. My name is Dylan Spalding, as always, along with Bob Bade and Josh Smith down here at the end with us as well. Bob, it's an exciting night. Once November kind of rolls around, the college basketball season begins, and the Bobcats currently are 0-2 heading into tonight's home opener, and a lot to prove here as we got a new head coach, a new man under the belt with Nick O'Neill, someone who's very familiar with this program.
Yeah, Dylan, good to be back in the booth with you. I'm excited to see the game tonight. As you mentioned, new coach for the Bobcats, Nick O'Neill, and as always, the beginning of the season, you'd like to see what you got. I know for the Saints coach, head coach Chris Mowry, he said even though he's got some sophomores on this squad, they didn't have a lot of playing minutes last year as freshmen. So I think he's saying the same thing. He wants to see what he's got this year. I know he's down a couple of point guards. He might be a little bit worried about ball handling up court, but should be a good matchup, I think. We'll see a lot early, I'm sure, that'll dictate the game.
Yeah, this is the first meeting between both PHSC and Santa Fe since 2021. November 16th was the last outing that these two teams played in 2021. I can't remember if we actually broadcasted that game or not, Bob, but that was a 108-84 loss in that game. But these two teams are definitely different. That season, Mike Jones was still the head coach. We've seen 3 coaching changes. This is obviously the most recent here with Nick O'Neill, and he's got a young squad, which is a positive. Something that I was talking to him about pregame is he really enjoys being able to work with some of these young guys, and he gets to implement his style a little bit more with a lot of these new guys on the roster.
Yeah, I know he's happy with the squad, Dylan, and it's early in the season, so a couple losses, but I think he's got the team feeling good about themselves, especially as they head into conference play, which will be the D2 opponents. You know, you play these tough D1 programs early in the season, and when you get into your conference play, it slows down a little bit for a lot of the guys, especially the young guys.
Yeah, and it's almost an all-freshman lineup for the Bobcats tonight. Only one sophomore, TJ King, who was on the team last season. He returns. He'll be in the starting lineup tonight for the Bobcats. Let's talk a little bit about Santa Fe. 1-0 to start the season, but that game was on November 2nd, so it was a little bit a while ago for this Santa Fe Saints team. You know, they're going to come out to this game. They got something to prove as well.
Yeah, it was a buzzer beater, so you know the Saints feel good about themselves. Yeah. You would rather be 1-0 than 0-2, as the Bobcats are. So they're feeling good about themselves, and they come in here tonight, I'm sure, you know, confident to play well.
Yeah, and they've had also 4 preseason games prior to that. They had a game against St. Leo, which was a big preseason game, a little bit of a starter, if you will, for the team. So it should be interesting to see kind of how this the beginning of this game plays out, to see how the teams match up. Again, it's a D1, D2 matchup, so the teams are a little bit different. D1, obviously, you're getting some different recruits coming in, so it should be an interesting matchup to open up the season here at home for the Bobcats. So we'll take a quick break. We'll have National Anthem. We'll have all the pregame stuff for you coming your way. We're about 1 minute and 25 seconds away from the basketball season kicking off here at PHSC. Right. It should be a fun one.
Let's go. We'll be back in a minute.
3. And we're back here in Newport Richey, Florida. It's about tip-off time here from Newport Richey, Florida. Let's take a look at the referees here for tonight's game. Terry Jones, your head ref. Thomas Williams, your first secondary ref, if you will, the support staff. And Lewis Trill will also be a part of that referee crew as well here tonight.
Yeah, veteran crew, Dylan.
Yeah, veteran crew, yep, as we had heard from Santa Fe head coach Chris Mowry. Looking at starting lineup for your Bobcats, Dawson Crescenzo will be on the starting group. Xavier Gordon-Sommers, Tyson Maxim, TJ King, and Nicholas Poulat will all be starting here for the Bobcats. For Santa Fe tonight, Jonathan Reyno will be starting. Also with Predrag Panisic, the Serbian, will also be in the starting group. Kevin Fazmino will also be starting as well. Macias Trow and Ashton Lovett will all be starting for the Santa Fe Saints here tonight. Bobcats now with possession after a start for Santa Fe off the tip-off. They got the early possession to kick off the game. Santa Fe trying to control the early tempo here. Alley-oop type layup there, nice pass, and great job by the Saints. They get the first 2 points of the game here tonight. That was great passing there, Bob, by number 22, Predrag Panisic, the Serbian, there with a great pass into the post and making a great play there as well.
Yep, good ball movement by the Saints. See what the Bobcats can do here, Dylan.
11 on the shot clock here. Crescenzo trying to make something here happen. No room. Three-pointer off the mark. Tyson Maxim with his first shot of the night, no good. The Saints again playing into their tempo a little bit. Nothing there. Rebounded by the Bobcats. Great hustle there by the Bobcats, able to kind of make something happen on what was a potential scoring opportunity for Santa Fe.
Yeah, you got to feel the Bobcats are going to have a good night on the board still and to stay in this game.
Santa Fe, a sizable team, a team that brings a lot of height, if you will, to this roster. Definitely a team that will be tough, especially in the paint. And that's why I think we're seeing a lot of this perimeter play early by the Bobcats, something that, again, is kind of being mixed in with here with Coach Nick O'Neill. It's going to be a charging foul. That's going to be Ashton Lovett charged on the foul there. So that's going to go in the favor of the Bobcats. That was a good call there, Bob, obviously. And
I think that was TJ King, right, that took the charge?
Yeah, TJ King, I believe.
Good job by him. Yeah,
Rico Thompson will check in.
Bobcats going to need to play tough under the boards here. You could tell the Saints are going to want to press that ball down under the rim.
Rico, one of the veterans of this team from last season. One of the more sizable players on the roster, 6'5". That's second amongst the group. 6'7", Xavier Gordon-Sommers, who's out on the floor right now. He's the tallest player on this Bobcats team.
Oh, nice
Great
pass.
Play and a nice pass. TJ King on the put-up.
Yeah, that was a nice pass by Tyson Maxim, Dylan.
And, Bob, I think once you get those first points in, it really takes away those jitters, and I think that should really help the Bobcats, especially scoring in the paint. That's a tough part of the court that they're going to have to play with, especially offensively tonight.
Yeah, good start for the Bobcats. See if they can hold here.
Little mid-range jumper off the mark by the Serbian.
Good job for the Bobcats there on that possession.
TJ King now. Pass to the right side. A beautiful play there. Rico Thompson from mid-ranger. What a shot.
Good job, Rico.
Rico Thompson, textbook there. Making Panisic fall on the ground. And just like that, 5-2 Bobcats here early on.
Couldn't ask for a better start for the Bobcats, Dylan.
Great job by Panisic there on the put-up.
Oh, and picked up an easy foul there underneath the basket.
Yeah, it looks like Panisic will be charged with the foul here. And look, we're going to have a conversation between the referees. They're calling contact here, Bob. I believe this is going to be some sort of reach-in foul here that we're probably going to end up getting.
Yeah, I thought that was the call underneath the basket. We'll see what they wind up with here.
Chris Foreman checked to set in here for the Bobcats here momentarily. Technical foul, though, for Panisic. So that means the Bobcats will have not only a shot opportunity at the line, but also they will get the ball. So this is a massive opportunity here for the Bobcats.
That's what the conversation was about, Dylan, with the referees, was talking about the technical.
So the thing is, on something like this is a transitional type of foul here, Bob. The NBA has done this year recently as well. If you foul early on during a kind of an early passing play, when you're inbound passing, they count it a technical. So that will be one shot in for the Bobcats, and now they will have possession here.
Yep. So Maxim makes the technical free throw, and now it'll be Bobcat ball at half court, I believe. And I think the referee's talking about there's different categories of technical fouls.
Yes,
I guess,
yeah. So it's no team, no personal foul. It's just a Class B foul.
Referee explaining to the scoring table here. That'll be important to keep track of as the game goes on.
Yeah, and this is great for us too, Bob. It's good to have the fouls here. For
good communication here, letting everybody know what's happening.
So it looks like it is 6-4. So Bobcats, that sounds about right. I do believe they did have the 2 layups. So.
Yeah. Panisic made that layup before that
and
foul.
then there was an earlier one as well. So should be all good in terms of the score. 6-4 now, your score here.
Max
was a
another
little
good
under
pass.
17 to play here in the first. Great rebound there by the Bobcats. Bobcats staying with it. Great shot there.
Maxim.
3-ball. Maxim maximizing on that opportunity. And how about that with the 3-ball?
Maxim off to a good start here for the Bobcats. Some
Bob,
good passing and good shooting.
Bob, I might be having to use the maximizing quote a lot here tonight.
Long shot.
Late defense, long shot there. Rebounded here by the Bobcats. Maxim now running down the court. TJ King now. TJ King a far pass over the other side. Great shot by Foreman, but off the mark. Bobcats really being quick with their passing attempts. It's been a solid thing to see. Panisic wide open for 3, and bam, the big man making it happen. And just like that, it is now 9-7. That was a great shot by Panisic there, Bob.
Showing his touch from the top of the key there, Dylan. That was a long 3.
And it's crazy, too, to think about. But nowadays in basketball, especially, big men make those type of shots. It's not as uncommon as it used to be anymore. You usually see the big man making those kind of post-type shots, if you will, in the paint. But those type of shots now are very common. 3-pointer once again. That's off the rim. TJ King, great pass, great transition,
nice
and
move.
what a play. Xavier Gordon Summers, just like that, the Bobcats adding to their lead here.
Yeah, Xavier, good job with his body there, keeping the defender on his back.
And that was a great job there by Summers.
There's
Summers gets a hand on it. Summers has all day, one-on-one action.
No,
and that's going to be a foul. Draws the foul, and Summers heads to the line to shoot for 2.
Yeah, Summers taking over this last minute of the game here.
We're going to have almost an entirely new group here coming in for Santa Fe. Some new players also coming in for the Bobcats here momentarily.
We'll have to keep you up to date with all these changes, Dylan. It looks like we got people coming in from both sides here. Gordon Summers to shoot 2 here. Off the mark.
That'll be off the mark. It's an entirely new group here coming in for the Saints. Camelo Branch will be coming in. We'll also see Joshua Watkins. Watkins. Number 21, Harvey Wilson will be checking in. Connor Morris will also be checking in as well. And Tynan Becker will also be checking in for the Santa Fe Saints. So an entirely new 5 here for the Saints. And that shot's good. So 1 for 2 there on the free throw tries. Summers will be checked out, and coming in now is Nashawn Rome. So 15 to play here from Newport Richey, Florida. Bobcat home opener. Great crowd on hand here tonight for the first game of a few here in this little bit of a stretch right before the break. Out of bounds. They're going to call it on Santa Fe. Blue is on out of bounds, or they're actually going to say blue ball here.
They said Foreman stepped on the line there, so it's going to be Saints ball. I think he had it backwards at first. But that's the right call.
Yeah, so it's going to be blue basketball here, or Santa Fe basketball, we should say. Wide open three-pointer. No, off the rim. That was Connor Morris who made his first shot of the night. Rico Thompson. Over to
Tell the Bobcats trying to spread it out here, Dylan.
Crescenzo, mid-range jumper. Oh,
nice
what
shot.
a beauty. Crescenzo with a nice little mid-ranger. About halfway from the free throw line. That shot's good, money. What a shot by Becker there, and just like that, Santa Fe inching closer. Crescenzo. Foreman trying to survey his options. Three-point ball off the backboard, and that's going to be a Santa Fe ball. Maxim trying to draw a foul there on that play. Maybe a charging opportunity. And the Bobcats not able to hold possession. They will give it back to Santa Fe.
Good hustle by the Bobcats, though. They're really going after these loose balls.
Yeah, and I think you really got to stay on top of things, Bob, especially when you're playing a team like Santa Fe, who's a D1 school and really has a lot of size. This is a team you really got to, take any chance you can, and right now we're seeing that.
Yeah, you got to play tough under the boards, Dylan. You don't want to let the Saints just control everything under the boards.
Yeah.
Bobcats doing a good job of holding their own under there.
So we're in our media timeout here as 14-10 is your score here, heading through the first quarter. And I got to say, Bob, the Bobcats have really done good offensively. They've taken good opportunities. They've drawn fouls, which has been a positive. And really, that might be one of the biggest factors here tonight is, using that size to an advantage, if you will, in terms of drawing the fouls. And I think that might be a big point of emphasis here tonight for the Bobcats in terms of if they want to stay competitive in this game.
Yeah, I'm seeing the Bobcats on the offensive side, Dylan. They're spreading it out, and you don't want to get all those big guys congested under the basket because then you really have no chance. So spreading it out, good ball movement, and seeing if they can get an open guy for a short shot. And they've been successful on most of their possessions, getting a good look at the basket.
Yeah, and it sounds like they're playing a team here this week or tonight as well that they're not playing a team that doesn't have a lot of depth either. They have a lot of depth and a lot of pieces that they can move around. So this is a Santa Fe team that's very versatile in the way that they can play. So this is a very tough test here for Nick O'Neill, and he's done a very good job, and his players have done a very good job as well here so far.
Yeah, both teams still trying to find their footing and see what they got, and seeing good things on both sides.
Yeah.
Let's see how the first half evolves here.
So Santa Fe will inbound it here after the Bobcats went for the possession. They just weren't able to keep a hold of it. Great pass there. Great passing by Santa Fe.
Oh, nice play.
Rico gets a hand on it. Bobcats will have possession.
Good play by Rico Thompson.
Maxim. Over to Thompson. Thompson now. Over to Crescenzo. Crescenzo. Shot, mid-ranger. Yes. Nice shot. That's Rome on the shot there, and he makes a two-pointer in, and they will now be 16-10 Bobcats here.
Again, good ball movement by the Bobcats, and now we've got a...
It's going to be Chris Foreman charged on the foul there.
Yeah, blocking foul, I think, on him.
Yep. TJ King will now check in for Foreman, so King will be returning to the game. A couple sophomores out here currently, TJ King and also Rico Thompson as well. Remember, this is a very small group of sophomores that this Bobcats team has. Only 5 returnees for this season. Rome now has to step back, kind of resurvey his options here. Crescenzo, Maxim now. Maxim towards the half court. Rome trying to make something. That goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it's off the back of the basket.
Yeah, and I'm not sure Rome would have had really much of an opportunity there, Bob. And actually, they're going to say white ball here.
Okay, must have been hit by the Saints player.
So this will be
9 on the shot clock, though, Dylan. Got to get it in and get a good look here with 9 seconds.
Well, we know the Bobcats have had success in that, especially looking at what last season over.
Oh, nice.
What a shot by Rome.
Yeah, I like that.
The one-hander put up for Rome, and that was a beautiful shot there. Three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, good rebound in Bobcats.
Pecker trying to make it on the put-up there, but not able to, on the second chance effort, if you will.
Yes.
Beautiful shot by Crescenzo, and the Bobcats are heated up.
21-10, Dylan. 11-point lead for the Bobcats.
Bob, you always say that shooting is infectious, and it seems like the Bobcats are putting up great looks right now, and they're passing the ball very well. Oh, what a block! Rico Thompson makes a highlight reel block on the backboard.
Oh,
talk about getting posterized. So the Bobcats are feeling it defensively and offensively. Both sides of the ball are heating up here for the Cats.
Yeah, Bobcats feeling good about themselves right now, Dylan. Well, we got a whistle here. I think they want to reset something here. Hearing fans cheering for Rico out there.
That was a great block by Rico, Bob. That might have been one of the better blocks we've seen since we've started broadcasting basketball here. It's probably one of the nicest blocks I've seen so far. That's going to go out of bounds. That will be Bobcats possession. So Bobcats are feeling it right now. Santa Fe right now struggling a little bit to find some momentum.
If you're going to make a highlight reel for Bobcat basketball, you put that block on there, right, Dylan?
Well, I mean, that was a great run of two, just great shooting. I mean, you had the one-handed put up there, the one-handed layup, if you will, for the Bobcats, and then the three-point shot, then the block by Rico. Really a great run there and a great stretch. And that's how you build your lead and build that momentum.
Oh, that might be a travel.
Yeah, travel. That's going to be on number 1, Xavier Gordon Summers on the travel.
Yeah, one too many there, Dylan. Get away with the first one, not the second one.
This is an opportunity here now for Santa Fe, Bob, after the travel. Maybe try to get something going here. They're down by 11. You don't want to get this game out of hand. Again, you know that, you have the size advantage and trying to use it to their advantage, and they do. Great shot there by Harvey Wilson, able to put it in, and now it's 21-12.
Yeah, Bobcats just need to slow it down right here, try to get a good shot again with some ball movement.
That's going to be off the rim. Traveling, already a quick traveling call, and was looking like Santa Fe was going to be getting some momentum here.
Must be that spot of the court.
Yeah.
Those traveling calls happening in the same area of the court, Dylan.
Trent Phillips coming in for the first time here this afternoon or this evening. The Port Richey native coming in
around the corner.
Went to Gulf High School.
It's a good game, Dylan. I'm having fun.
Yeah. Phillips pass to Rome. Rome from about mid-range, off the mark. That was a long-range two-pointer there by Rome. Branch trying to make a pass, trying to get it out of no man's land. This is going to be out of bounds.
Boy. A lot of these loose balls, Dylan, guys are getting to them. They're just stepping on the line.
So this is going to be Santa Fe basketball here.
Santa Fe 21 on the clock, so they got plenty of time. Going to inbound it down here in the corner.
Jonathan Renoy back in the game here for the Santa Fe. EJ Roll on the shot. That's good.
Nice shot by Roll.
Now Santa Fe feeling a little bit of momentum here, trying to get back into this ball game here with a little over 10 minutes to play in the first half of action. It's been highly competitive. A lot of fast-paced action.
Nice
Great play by King. Great drive up the middle of the paint there, and he makes a great shot. That's what you need to do here against this team, and they just are
good defense.
Playing fast-paced. Yeah, great job there by the Bobcats. Regaining possession, 23-14, 9-point lead Bobcats here as we approach the halfway point in the first half of action. 3-point off the mark, and that is going to be a foul, I believe, on number 14, Nashawn Rome. Rico Thompson is going to be set to... Rico Thompson now checking into the game here. He's going to be coming in for Rome. So Rome stepping out, and Rico comes back in.
It's about halfway mark here, Dylan, in the first half.
Yeah, so far, Bob, I think, what do you take away so far from this game? I mean, we've seen, I think the Bobcats are playing up-tempo, high-octane, fast-paced offense right now, and defensively, they've been pretty solid as well. They've allowed some plays, but they really haven't done too much wrong, if you will.
I'm really impressed with their defense, to be honest with you, Dylan. They're playing them tough.
And he knew the size, again, was going to be a factor, and it really hasn't it really hasn't affected anything at all here for the Bobcats. They played very well on defense. Rico trying to find and survey his options. TJ King.
10 on the clock.
Making some ball movements here. Trent Phillips, the Newport Richie native. Passes it out over and nowhere to be found. That's going to go to a Santa Fe player. Great layup there by Joshua Watkins. And just like that, the Santa Fe Saints now are inching their way closer. King, mid-range jumper. Nice shot again. And Bob, it just seems like the Bobcats have just been able to kind of respond to anything that Santa Fe's really got going on, if you will. They've kind of, Santa Fe's had some opportunities to get that momentum rolling a little bit, but it seems like the Bobcats have kind of stopped it each time. No foul called, and that'll be a shot off.
Yeah, Bobcats staying within themselves still in. They're getting good looks at the basket. They're making the shots I think they feel like they should make.
Renoy there on the shot. 25-18 now the score. King now. Over to Summers. Over to Crescenzo. Blocked heavily. No really opportunity there for Crescenzo. Great pass. No good, though. The 2-on-1 opportunity for the Saints goes nowhere. And now the Bobcats get possession on a great passing opportunity. That's a beautiful pass there, but again, nowhere to be found. The Saints have to regroup, if you will. 3-point shot off, and that's no good. I give credit to the Bobcats. They've done a good job of hustling down the court on those last two defensive plays.
I would slow it down here, though, Dylan, which is what they're going to do. They need to get their breath a little bit, slow it down a little bit.
I think you can even say that about the Saints, Bob. It seems like they've been trying to pick up the pace a little, trying to get some quick shots.
Nice shot. Good turnaround.
Shot there. Gordon Summers on the score. And just like that, 27-18. 9-point Bobcat lead here as we approach the almost 7-minute marker, about approaching the media timeout here from Newport Richie. It's been an exciting one so far. Bobcats looking for win number 1 on the season. We got a full group. That's going to be traveling. So Wilson, on the travel, and that will bring in some new faces for both squads.
7:18 left in the first half. If you're a Bobcat fan, you like the way the game's going so far.
Yeah, again, I think the pace has really gone in the Bobcats' favor. They've been quick. They've kind of played into their tempo here, and I think that's been really the big part of this is, they really haven't slowed down, and I think that's been a really good portion of the game that the Bobcats have brought to the table here tonight.
Yeah, I think you'd say high intensity, but playing under control, Dylan, for the Bobcats.
Yeah. And they've been smart with their passing, Bob. We've seen some passes by Santa Fe where, a little bit questionable, maybe, can slow down the pace a little, calm themselves and their motor, if you will. But, again, it's been a good job by the Bobcats. They've been able to hold on to things very well. Thompson loses control. Santa Fe now with an opportunity. 2-on-2 down the floor. And that shot's good. Great shot there by Renoy. And that's going to be now going to be a 7-point Bobcat lead. The Bobcats still hold a pretty sizable lead, although it's not at a double-digit lead at the moment. Trent Phillips, the native, able to make a shot off. And just like that, a 9-point lead once again for the Bobcats.
Good composure by Phillips there down under the basket. Took his time and made the layup.
Phillips has got to be so happy, to make that shot too, Bob. I mean, a local native, that's got to be really special to be able to get a shot off and make a basket for his hometown team.
Almost a sky hook there.
Bobcats regain possession. Chance to make it a double-digit lead here. Surveying options. Great passing. Moving the ball around. Working out the Santa Fe Saints defense there. 2-on-1. Great transition, but a foul on the play. This is going to be a free throw opportunity here for the Saints. They're going to call it on a foul there for Tyson Maxim. And we're going to have our media timeout. So media timeout here from PHSC. And again, the Bobcats here keeping up the pace, if you will. And again, you just got to give credit to the way this team has been playing. They played very well. Again, they knew what they had going into this game and what they were going up against. And they've just played into their strengths. And I think they've done a good job at that. Yeah, and they've been smart.
Good first half for the Bobcats. If anything, if you needed a little bit of confidence, I think they should have gained it, right?
Yeah.
almost done with the first half, and they've got a 7-point lead. Of course, free throws made. They got a 6-point lead.
Yep.
I think what they need to do is just keep getting good shots at the basket, good looks.
Yeah.
And they've been making most of their shots that they've seen, most of their open shots.
I've been very impressed with the passing too, Bob. I think the passing has been very, very efficient. They passed the ball around really well and have really tired out the Santa Fe Saints defense here tonight. And I think that's been really one of the keys is, when you have a lot of big guys on your team, sometimes that stamina and the amount of, I would say the amount of, I don't want to say hustle, if you will, but how much you can have left in the tank sometimes can be affected, if you will, especially for a lot of the bigger guys. So I think this Bobcats have done a good job in terms of planning what they've needed to do, and it's been a good performance so far for the Bobcats here early on.
All right. We'll come back with a free throw attempt here for the Saints.
It's going to be Renoy here on this free throw attempt. It's going to be 2 here for Santa Fe.
Just one shot, Dylan.
Oh, it just says right, just one.
At the basket, so it'll be one shot.
So just a one opportunity, it goes in. And it's now going to be a 6-point Bobcat lead here out of the free throw attempt and out of the media timeout.
6-point lead, 6 minutes left.
Yeah, I think if you're the Bobcats right now, I don't want to say slow down the pace a little, but I think the pace has actually been one of the strengths here so far for the Bobcats. Bad pass there for PHSC by number 32, Chris Foreman, and that will give Santa Fe now get with them within 4. And I think, Bob, you just don't want to lose your grip, if you will, here at this point. And that's off the mark, and this is going to be Santa Fe basketball. Again, you don't want to lose that lead. I think you've built up such a good lead, and you've been pretty dominant here in this first half. You just don't want to kind of lose that momentum here, especially heading into the end of the first. Bobcats going to try to slow the pace a little bit, calming things down. Maxim currently with the ball. Dishes it out to Crescenzo. Crescenzo now. Over to Foreman. Foreman back to Maxim. Great ball movement. Maxim over to Phillips. Traveling on the Bobcats, and another little bit of a woe, if you will, here for the Bobcats. A bit of a mistake there. And this is going to be Santa Fe basketball. TJ King checks back into the game now here for the Bobcats. Some changes for both squads. Santa Fe moving the ball around here. And that will go stay in play here. Shot is up. That's a beautiful shot there. Makai Bowles will be on that shot. It will be credited with that. And now it's a 2-point Bobcats lead. Foreman from 3. Nice. Bingo, just like that. Foreman extends the lead back to 5.
Big basket for the Bobcats.
Bob, you needed that basket, especially by just somebody.
Yeah.
With
good
Santa
timing.
Fe really running the table here the last minute or two. That was a huge basket there, especially a 3-ball. That shot's off the mark. Still Santa Fe possession. Traveling again, and the traveling mistakes has been a huge factor by both teams, with 2 travels to their credit so far here tonight, Bob. And that's really kind of been one of the stories, I would say, early on in this game, is just kind of those little mistakes there.
Yeah, those unforced errors, those traveling calls, for sure.
And I think that really credits the defense, if you will, for both squads. They've really done a good job of pressing, if you will, here in those traveling opportunities.
Maxim, yes.
Maxim with another great shot there. 34-27 now, Bobcats lead. We approach about the 3 minutes left here in the first half of action. It's been entertaining so far.
Good
Bobcats, great defense. What defense by the Bobcats.
Get the ball.
Staying on it, and a great job by the Bobcats, able to get the rebound off the great defensive stop. The Bobcats, Bob, have just really done a good job defensively. They played well. They're playing well at the boards right now.
Oh,
Rome on the shot, no good. Mid-range jumper. King able to get it back, but Santa Fe recovers. 3-on-1, nothing.
Nice
Great block by Phillips there. Trent Phillips on the block. That goes out of play, and I believe it's going to be out of bounds, so I believe we're going to have a inbound pass here for Santa Fe.
Yeah, off of Phillips, but a great block there.
Phillips looking good here so far, the local native.
Yeah, a little 360 move by the Saints, but Phillips held his ground and just blocked the shot. So Santa Fe will have 25 on the shot clock here.
As I was mentioning, Bob, earlier, it must be so exciting to be able to play for your local team and obviously to be able to play for the Bobcats being a Port Richey native, I should say. It's probably a very exciting moment to be able to step out on this court, especially when you're a local talent. And I believe that's going to be a foul on the Bobcats. So not only do you get the three-point shot, but you also are going to get the and one opportunity.
Yeah.
So this is a massive foul here by the Saints, able to draw it on Phillips. And just like that, this could be a 4-point play, Bob. This is massive. This could get them right back in within a score, if you will, for the Santa Fe, I should say. So 34-30, Bobcats desperately would want the missed shot here from the Saints. Shots up, that's good, and just like that, we are within 3.
Saints going to press the Bobcats here.
Yeah, and usually, Bob, you would see this towards the end of a game when things might be getting a little out of hand, but right now they're just trying to pressure them a little bit here, trying to cause a mistake, which the Bobcats have done when some pressure has been put on them a little bit. Nice shot there by Gordon Summers. I tell you what, Bob, their mid-range shooting here tonight, Bob, has been impressive. They made some really pretty shots so far here tonight.
Yeah, good point, Dylan. Not a lot of layups, but that mid-short range has been – oh, here's a turnover. Good D by the Bobcats. Maxim will bring it up court. No press this time, Dylan.
Yeah,
the Bobcats did good on the press before.
Yeah. Well, I think the Bobcats kind of played into that a little bit. I mean, they're a fast and quick, speedy team, so I think they've really played into that, fast-paced defense.
Nice fade away there.
Yeah, beautiful shot there again by Summers. The mid-range shot has been really infectious so far here for the Bobcats tonight. 38-31, Bobcats back up to a 7-point lead once again. Great defense here by the Bobcats. Still great defense, but the putback there by Panisic. Yeah, the freshman forward able to make the shot, and now the Bobcats up by 5 here with about a minute and a half to go in the half. Rico. Thompson over to King. King now pressured, loses control. Both players on the floor. Santa Fe stays possession. 2-on-2, loses the ball, Bobcats ball. So really a play that really didn't go in the Bobcats' favor at all. Kind of turns out to go in their favor at the end of the day. Bob, give credit to the Bobcats. They've had some plays happen where it looks like Santa Fe will take advantage, and they've been able to keep on it and keep persistent. And I think that's been really a key.
The word scrappy comes to my mind. I mean, the Bobcats have been scrappy this whole first half.
I mean, even some of the passes where it looked like Santa Fe had a great, rush, if you will.
Yeah, just getting your hand in sometimes, Dylan. You don't need to be a tremendous athletic maneuver, but just getting your hands up and getting them inside of some of those passing lanes.
Well, especially too. I mean, we saw with Santa Fe. I mean, they had some opportunities where it was just one man. They were all by themselves on some of the passing plays down the court, and Bobcats have done a good job defensively, able to hustle down and really kind of make a play at times need. They almost in desperation mode, if you will.
Well, they haven't given up on any play.
No,
I mean,
they
like
haven't.
You said, it could be a breakaway, but Bobcats hustling down court, and on some of those possessions, instead of an easy layup, I mean, they caused the turnover.
So we got a minute 14 left. Bobcats will have possession after the turnover here.
Minute 14 left.
Still
a lot
of time left here, Bob. And again, the Santa Fe Saints still have an opportunity here to at least get it within a score. I think if you're Santa Fe, you at least want to end the half here and at least be within a scoring range, if you will, in terms of within 2 or 3.
Maxim getting the ball up court.
Maxim over to Thompson. Bad pass there by Maxim, and the Bobcats just not able to make work there on the passing opportunity, but this will allow Santa Fe to get the ball back here and try to get back into scoring range, if you will, in terms of being only down by 2 or 3. Great passing, great shot off, and that's going to be off the mark. Second chance effort, that's good.
Under a minute
Makai
now.
Bowles there on the shot. Still pressure defense here, almost like a end of the game type of defense, if you will.
Good job by the Bobcats beating the press again.
Yeah, I think that's so important. And once you get past that press, I think it's super
Nice
big.
pass.
Great pass, and again, the Bobcats kind of playing into this press defense. Bobcats taking advantage. 2 seconds separate the shot clock and the game clock. That's going to be off the mark. Staying on it, Santa Fe. Put back again. Timeout for Santa Fe.
15.5 on the clock. Timeout, Saints.
About a second and a half on the shot clock, or on the game clock, I should say, compared to the shot clock. Now, I believe the shot clock now, Bob, should be off.
Yeah, it is. That's why, it'll match the game clock now. Oh, I see what you're saying. It says 14 down below.
Yeah, so the shot clock should be
Shot
no
clock
longer.
should be reset.
Yeah,
or turned off.
it'll be turned off
Yeah.
because we're under 24 seconds.
Good call, Dylan. You don't miss anything out here, do you?
I try my best, Bob. I try my
You're
best.
keeping track of everything.
So timeout for each group already here, and Santa Fe trying to talk things over here. This is a big opportunity here for Santa Fe. If they can defend well here in this opportunity, they could keep the Bobcats from scoring, which at least keeps it a 3-point game. I think that's what you would want if you're the Saints. At least keep it within scoring range, if you will, within a one-possession game. I think that would be the biggest key here as if you're heading out of the first half if you're Santa Fe.
Yeah, it could dictate a lot of how you feel going into the locker room at halftime.
Remember the Bobcats, I mean, they were up by 10 at one point, so you got to give credit to Santa Fe and being able to kind of get themselves back into this game after being down by 10. Pressuring again, press defense still. Nobody over there towards the rim. Rico Thompson with the 2 and the foul. And the bench got fired up on that play.
Yeah, the Bobcat bench has been electric this last couple minutes. They were chanting defense a minute ago, and they see Rico.
One shot here for Rico Thompson. Bob, I got to say there on that play, that was kind of really the Bobcats worked that into their favor. There was only one man to beat there defensively for the Bobcats.
Press.
Yeah, they beat the press.
Too.
Yeah, that was a great job there by the Bobcats offensively. They get the and one. And now the Saints just looking to try to score before the end of the first half. Three-pointer well contested. Oh, wow, what a shot. That's going to go in. That will go in. I mean, that was definitely off. We're going to get a.
I think they're talking about it hitting the clock up above, Dylan.
Now, do we have we have the review here? They're going to call it.
Going to count it.
Now, Bob, we have review technically speaking.
Well, technologically we do, but that's not built into the game. So that'll be a three-pointer to end the half, though, for the Saints. Good ending for them.
It looks good on replay.
Just
Josh
looking
said it
to
looked
try
good
to
on the
score
replay.
before
So
the
good.
end of the first half.
All right, end of an exciting first half, Dylan.
Yeah, three-pointer well contested. Oh, wow, what a shot. That by Santa Fe, Bob, a big momentum shot as well with the 3 points on the board. So that's definitely a huge shot there for the Bobcat or for the Santa Fe Saints heading into the half, and it puts them in within one possession here of the Bobcats lead. So this is really going to be an interesting opener to the first half. I think it's really going to be a battle of tempo to see who's really got that, whose pace they're going to be. I think it's really going to be the big key is who's going to control the pace early on in the second half here heading in.
I still think that the Bobcats feel pretty good about themselves, Dylan. They beat the press. They had open shots all first half. So, if they keep doing those things in the second half, I think they feel confident they can beat the press if they want to keep pressing them. And I think they feel like they can get some good shots off.
Yeah. So the Bobcats here again currently at 43-40. We will take a quick break. We'll be right back here about a minute or two before the end of the halftime period here, if you will, and we'll be back for some more basketball. 43-40, Bobcats early lead here in the home opener of today's ball game. Fans, welcome back. We're getting ready for the second half of action here from Newport Richey, Florida. Dylan Spalding, Bob Bade with you for just joining us. Thanks so much for taking some time out of your Tuesday night here on the home opener of the Bobcat season. Great crowd we have here on hand. We saw Coach Larry Bem in attendance here tonight as Nick O'Neill, his protege, if you will, is currently coaching his first home opener of the night. Obviously, Bem, so much experience over there, Bob.
Oh, yeah, great crowd here, Dylan. I saw some of our alums are here, and Coach Bam, and just a good crowd. I think there might be a few Saints fans here as well, so we always welcome them to our home courts and fields. Well, they had a great first half, 43-40. Bobcats with a 3-point lead, but an exciting first half. A game of runs. I think Santa Fe got a little run in there at the end of the first half. And if you're a Bobcat fan, I mean, you got to like what you saw out of the Bobcats.
No, the Bobcats played well. Offensively, they were fast-paced, they were quick, they were speedy, up-tempo offense. And defensively, they played well. I thought they did a very good job. They were very commendable for what they had to offer, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the Bobcats can continue to do. It's really going to be important to set that tone early. I think that's really going to play a part into how this game continues, especially heading into the second half. Looking at the lineups here, same starting group for the Bobcats heading into the second half of action. As for Santa Fe, almost the entirely same starting group. Panisic will not be starting, however, here to start out the second half. It's going to be Becker who's going to be starting off here for the second half. Before we get into game action, want to promote the Suncoast Challenge, which will be back for its second straight season, featuring the likes of teams such as the Pittsburgh Panthers out of the Atlantic Coastal Conference, or the Atlantic Coast Conference, excuse me.
That's an exciting tournament, Dylan.
Georgia Bulldogs, out of the SEC, and then we also have the Ball State Cardinals out of the MAC Conference.
That'll be right here in this gym.
December 19th through the 21st will be right here in the gym. Please come out and support. Great crowds we had last season, and what a fun event. I mean, to see women's D1 NCAA basketball, it is something other than anything else that you can imagine. It is very fun as we are back in action.
Moving the ball around here. Take care of it. See what adjustments the coaches make for the second half, Dylan.
Yeah, I think really, Bob, these first couple of possessions are going to be super important. I think whoever can get that first point, those first points off the board, it's going to be super crucial to the way this game plays out the rest of the way going forward. I really think it gives you that momentum early on here in the second half.
Well, we started off with turnovers on both sides, so Bobcats back with the ball here.
Outside! Pasco, see the ball!
King, mid-range jumper, nice shot by Crescenzo. And again, the mid-range jumper has been the kind of will-to, if you will, the go-to for the Bobcats here tonight. Passing it around, Santa Fe. 3-ball off the rim. Actually, a nice shot there by Santa Fe by Renoy, but not able to make the shot off. King, 3-ball. Almost money there, but not on target.
We've got a reach-in foul here on the Bobcats. Looks like they're going to call it on number 1, and that's going to be Xavier Gordon-Summers.
So Summers charged with the foul. This will just be an inbound pass, so nothing.
23 on the shot clock.
Passes it inbound. And shot, second chance, ever no good. 2 opportunities for Santa Fe. That's going to be a PHSC possession. Checking into the game is going to be Makai Bowles checking in. Checking out is going to be Messias Trout. So some changes early on here for Santa Fe as they look to try to mix things up here. Down by 5 currently here in the second half of action. Let her know that her period is, it says first period. It's got to be 2.
You ready? Back up, John. You all right? Move your feet.
All right, Bobcats inbounded here.
Had to adjust the clock there for a second. I think I messed him up, Bob. I think I messed up the.
Nice shot.
I think I messed up the clock situation there. Might have.
Just
great shot
two-pointer
there.
has been just inside the line.
Jonathan Renoy. Becker from three-point range, no good. Tipped off of Summers. That will be Bobcats' possession.
7-point lead for the Bobcats. Looking to add to it here.
Trent Phillips also in the game here for the Bobcats. He wasn't a starter for the Cats here to begin the ball game.
Oh.
He's in here for PHSC. 47-40. Bobcats currently up here on the D1 Santa Fe Saints. No basket. They're going to say foul here for the Bobcats. 24 Phillips on the foul. We're going to get a sub here. Rico Thompson here going to make the sub. Seconds now on the shot clock. Change of clock there. Three-point opportunity. Wide open from three. No good long range. It's a good shot opportunity there, though, by Santa Fe. Kevin Fazmino, I should say, on the shot there for the Saints. Bobcats trying to control the pace here. They've done it so far here in the second. Rebounded here by Santa Fe. Fazmino will be the one on the rebound, and that's going to be a foul on PHSC. Another foul. Foul's going to be on Crescenzo. And that will give the Saints here another inbound pass opportunity. So another inbound pass here for the Saints off a foul. Passing it around. Three-point jumper. Renoy off the backboard, no good.
Maxim bringing it up court here. Bobcats need to settle down, get a good shot here.
Carmelo Branch has made his way to the table, so we're going to see a sub here is coming in for Santa Fe.
Ball knocked out of the bounds. Still be Bobcat ball with 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Branch checks in.
Got another whistle now.
Back up, you stop. Be solid. Talking on defense, Blue. Get a stop. Here we go.
So some clock changes, adjustments, if you will, for the game clock and the shot clock.
Go, Mel. Out, baby.
I think they have to reset it to 20 now.
Yeah, a lot of movement here on the shot clock, Bob. We have a lot of clock changes.
They're going to wear the clock out.
Move your feet.
Bobcats now back with the ball as
Jump to
all the
ball.
clock changes have been made. Shot by
Maxim.
Maxim. Maxim air ball off.
Run.
To the right there on the shot by Maxim. Three-pointer. That's in and out. Santa Fe retains. Three-pointer again. Off the rim, no good. The three-point ball, Bob, just hasn't really worked out in Santa Fe's favor. They've had some open opportunities. It's just they just have not been able to put it in. And that's kind of been really the big factor of the game, is that a lot of these three-point opportunities that have been missed by Santa Fe has given the Bobcats an opportunity to go down and kind of take advantage and continue to add to their lead.
Jump to the ball.
Rico Thompson. Thompson to Maxim. Maxim over to Summers. Summers not able to get a hand on it.
Hey,
Santa Fe takes possession. Nice dish out to the post. Great pass, I should say. And Becker posterizes there on that dunk. Bob, that's as pretty of a dunk as you can ask for right there. And Santa Fe now within 5. King to Summers. Summers now trying to make some magic happen. Nothing to be made there. Maxim over to Thompson. Thompson from 3. Thompson off. Bob, the Bobcats just trying to do too much there on that shot opportunity.
Yeah, ball out of bounds. It'll be Bobcats ball, but they got to get a good look at the basket, Dylan. Remember in that first half, they were getting good looks and some mid-range jumpers.
And the passing was, and also, well, I think passing has really not been a problem. It's just, I think, again, as you mentioned, the good looks has been really important.
Yeah, you're going to get a timeout here, I think, by the Bobcats.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what they're going to try to do, draw up something here, get a good shot off. The last couple of possessions have not been good shots for the Bobcats.
Yeah, 5-point lead here for the Bobcats, Bob. And again, this game is not over yet. I mean, the Bobcats aren't still have media at 14. We're just getting the word, so still have an extra timeout here in a minute. But yeah, I think you're right, Bob. I think the Bobcats.
It's a media timeout.
We do.
That's us.
That's us. Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
It's everybody at the table, I think. But no, I think kind of unpacking some things so far. You look at how the Bobcats are playing right now, and I think there have been some good things that they've taken away from the first half that they're using here in the second half. But I just think. Again, I think the shot selection, definitely needs to be perfected up a little bit, if you will, for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Saints may have made some adjustments here in the second half, so the Bobcats are going to have to adjust with that and look for those good shots again. Hopefully free up some guys and get some good looks and knock down a few baskets here.
So PHSC inbound passes it here. Bobcats have possession. Trying to get something to go here offensively in their favor.
Saints are contesting every pass now.
Yeah, they're playing really good defense, Bob. I think they're
nice move.
They're playing more man-to-man, if you will, on that play, but kind of didn't go in their favor there.
Good move by Xavier Gordon-Summers there for the easy layup.
Yeah.
So that's a good look for the Bobcats, obviously, with a good basket there.
Shots off. That's good. Great shot there by Lovett on the three-point ball, and now it's going to be a 4-point Bobcats lead. Rico off the rim, no good. Santa Fe regains possession. Santa Fe slowing down the pace a little, trying to let something create here.
Nice steal.
Great steal. Foreman, foul on the shot. That's going to be 2 at the line.
Making sure he was all right, Dylan, but he pops right back up.
Yeah, that was a physical play there on that shot opportunity for Foreman, the foul especially. So Foreman will head to the line, shoot for 2. That's also the third foul for Lovett here on the night as well. Definitely got to keep an eye out on that. You don't want to get in any foul troubles. Obviously, it is still
Nashawn Rome checks in for the Bobcats. Going to give Gordon Summers a little breather here.
I have to say I've been really impressed by some of these young freshmen who have came in. They've really stepped up tonight. I think they've really proved and really have shown great effort. I think it's been a really good game and a good step-up game here for the Bobcats, young freshmen tonight.
Yeah, and for the Saints.
Yeah.
Saints got a few sophomores on the court, but like we said, not a lot of playing time last year, so seeing both good things on both sides of the ball.
Shots off, I love it. No good. Never got a chance to mention, Bob, the new Bobcats uniforms are rocking tonight. The kind of half white, half yellow pants that they got rocking here. I like the new look. It looks good.
I like the Bobcat, the logo on the side.
Yeah.
The Bobcat head.
I really like the jersey with the striping. So it looks like Joshua Watkins will be checking in. We keep getting players telling us that they're checking in. I guess it helps us out, I guess.
We got a media timeout, so I think that's us again, Dylan.
So media timeout here on the floor as both teams will talk things over here. So little under
not been
14
a lot of scoring
minutes
in the second half compared to the first half.
No, I think, Bob, both teams are really haven't got momentum, either team really.
Looks
think
like
both
they're
teams,
feeling their way.
Yeah, I think both teams have been kind of playing each other out still here in the second half. Again, the second half is a little bit different. Teams make their adjustments, they make their changes, and I think we've seen that from both teams, and I think there's been good and bad on both sides, really, tonight's game. I think there's been a little bit of both here for both teams, and it'll be interesting to see kind of here how the Bobcats will end up coming out of this timeout and how the Saints will come out of this timeout here and see what they can do in terms of regrouping. So I'm interested to see what ends up kind of playing out here the rest of the way going forward. It's been a very entertaining game.
Oh, it's been hard fought. A lot of both teams playing hard. You can't take that away from either team.
Again, I think there's been a lot of positives so far here for the Bobcats, especially from just talking to Coach and talking to Coach O'Neill and just kind of listening what he had to say pregame. I think, there's definitely a lot of positives I think you're going to be able to take out of this game going forward. And again, as you mentioned, first home game of the season, it always kind of, helps calm the emotions a little bit, if you will, being at your home arena. And I think it's nice that they're back here at home, and I think it really helps the team going forward, especially the rest of the way, having that there's about 5 or 6 home games here within the next month. Table got moved there a little bit. That's a 3-ball, and that's going to be good by Panisic, excuse me.
Yeah, Panisic back in for the Saints. We saw him make a bunch of shots in the first half.
Panisic has been very versatile, Bob. He's been one of their better shooters tonight.
I think that's his second three-pointer. I remember he hit the one at the top of the key in the first half.
Again, as I mentioned, Bob, the big men really can shoot three-pointers nowadays. That's kind of a common almost, if you will, nowadays. Foreman. And that's going to be recovered by the Saints. Great hustle there by the Saints on the loose ball. Shot up, I love it. That's good. Nice layup.
Got a tie score, 50-50, 12:37 left, second half.
Santa Fe, Bob, has yet to lead in this game. Kind of hard to believe, but Santa Fe has yet to lead at all in this game here tonight. The Bobcats have controlled the pace here so far. That's a charging foul. So Santa Fe will have possession here on the foul, and that's a massive foul here on the call. So some checking in here for the Bobcats, some changes being made. We're going to have Phillips and King coming in. Coach Mowry here calling out his signals for the Saints. They're trying to get back into a lead.
Panisic with the...
Panisic, great shot, and just like that, Santa Fe is up for the first time tonight, 52-50. Rico over to Maxim. Maxim from 3, and that's no good off the rim. The Saints now trying to take a little bit of a extended lead. Coach Mowry here trying to calm the offense down here a little bit. Looking for an open pass here. Branch has to regroup, resurvey his options. He's only got 5 seconds. 4, 3, Panisic, 3-ball. Rebounded. That's going to restart the shot clock. Shot off again. Huge shot by Branch. 3-ball. And just like that, it's a 5-point lead for Santa Fe.
Saints starting to hit those 3 balls, fill in that they were missing in the first half.
Yeah, and I think they're calming down the pace a little bit. I think this is kind of what Santa Fe really wanted early on in this game, and now we're seeing it right now from the Saints. Maxim, charge. And just like that, Santa Fe takes advantage. So the mistakes being made in the Bobcats, I think, getting a little too antsy, if you will, getting, as you mentioned, a little bit scrappy. And it's kind of playing an effect right now here in this game. Bob, I think it's important to be able to stay physical, but I think, you don't want to be too over physical where you're drawing those kind of mistake fouls, if you will. Shots up. That's no good. Bobcats regain possession.
Big possession here for the Bobcats still, and you got to feel like a
great pass to Rome.
A lot here.
Rome, shot, nice play.
Good job, Rome.
That was a great pass, too, by Maxim. Give credit to him.
Yeah, Bobcats needed that basket, Dylan.
dished it out to Rome, and he found him he found that pass right in the opening lane. Passing it around now is Santa Fe. 2 men. We're gonna see what this is.
I think they're calling a foul, not a jump ball.
Yeah, I think it is a foul. It should be a reach-in foul. Yeah, they're gonna call 14 on Rome. Here comes Trout coming into the game here.
Thought for a second that might be a jump ball, but I got him on the reach-in foul.
Yeah, Bob, I had expected that was going to be a foul there. I think it was too hard not to call it a foul, and then I think that was probably the right call there.
Oh,
great pass. Panisic over to Lovett. What a great pass there. And now 5-point lead again now here. 3-point opportunity. Rome. Nice. Boom, 3-pointer. That is massive for the Bobcats. Back within 2 here as we're under 10 to play.
Rome almost single-handedly keeping them in the game right now.
Yeah, that was a huge shot. Oh, loose ball. Great opportunity. Bobcats gain possession. So the Bobcats gain possession here under 10 minutes to play. This is a huge possession here. Bobcats can get it tied up here. Oh. That would be a 2-ball, long-range 2-ball, but that's off the mark. Panisic. Shots up, layup no good. Bobcats regain possession, still within 2. Bobcats down here currently. First time they've been down all night is this little run that Santa Fe's had.
Nice.
What a play by Maxim. Maximizing on the play, and just like that, the Bobcats have tied things back up again. We got a thriller going on here in Newport Richey. Pass over. Shot off by Lovett. Lovett off the rim. And let's see what the call's on. That's going to be on Santa Fe. Foul.
I think they called that on Panisic. No, I got that wrong. It's number 23.
That's Trout who would be called on the foul there. So some changes here for Santa Fe. But the Bobcats will have possession here.
57-57, 9 minutes left, Dylan, second half.
Rome's going to have to get down court. Somebody's going to have to get down court here with Phillips having to pass it in from the other end.
Well, we got Maxim doing a little court duty there.
Multi-talented basketball players we got here for the Bobcats.
Now Maxim's got to come back up court.
Yeah, Maxim will push things down court here for the Bobcats. Maxim dishes out to King. King, layup, no good. Summers, opportunity foul. Just like that, 2 points. Or 2-point opportunity, two-shot opportunity.
Two shots for the Bobcats.
These are crucial shots here, Bob, and it's important to make these shots. Even if you get one in, at least you know you have a little bit of a lead here. Obviously, even if you make both, you're still really not in the comfort zone, if you will, in terms of your lead. That first shot's no good. Seeing a change coming in here, it's going to be Kevin Fazmino coming into the game here for Santa Fe. Again, under 9 to play here in regulation. It's been an exciting game. What a fantastic opener we've had. This seems like last year's opener, Bob, with game really came right down to the wire.
Yep. Gordon Summers hits 1 of 2. 1 point lead here for the Bobcats, 8:43 left.
Santa Fe going to try to pass things around, trying to make the Bobcats defense work a little bit. Trying to post in. No shot able to be made there. Bobcats regain possession. Maxim will push. Maxim dishes it out to Rome. Rome over to King. King loses possession. Not able to hold on. This is an opportunity. Great job by King, able to get the foul. Honestly, Bob, I think that might have been the best chance you could have asked for, honestly, if you're the Bobcats. Grab the foul and at least prevent him from making an easy basket there.
Yeah, well, if you're going to foul, you can't let the basket happen. So
yeah, I think that was as best as you could ask for there.
He'll shoot 2 from the line. 1 point lead here for the Bobcats. 8:16 left.
It's going to be Renoy here who's going to make the shots. First shot up, and that's good. Tied game back again, 58-58. Bob, remember, too, Santa Fe is now in the bonus, so any foul now going here on out goes in the favor of Santa Fe. So keep an eye out on that. That will be very interesting. Now, remember, Santa Fe, they almost have 5 fouls as well, so they're in trouble of allowing the Bobcats to get into the bonus. So we'll see if that ends up, and there it is right there. So a foul on Santa Fe, and that basically washes out the bonus advantage there.
Hey, Lewis, we have 58.
This game could come down to who shoots better free throws at the end, Dylan.
Yeah, Becker coming into the game here. It's actually 6 fouls, my bad. So they're 1 away from being in the bonus for PHSC. That's going to be important, Bob. If the Bobcats are able to get into the bonus here with another foul, that's going to be huge. And that kind of washes away that bonus advantage that Santa Fe has right now. So the Bobcats able to make both free throws. They're back up by 1. Again, it's been entertaining here from Newport Richey, Florida tonight. Santa Fe, a D1 opponent. The Bobcats have played very well against this team here so far in the only game that these two teams will play all season long. Foul again. That will be an opportunity now here for the Bobcats as Trout will take 2. The foul is going to be on number 1, Gordon Summers on the foul, and just like that, it will be an opportunity here for Santa Fe to try to make 2. Again, these free throw opportunities, Bob, are going to be crucial. I think these might be the most important parts of the game here going forward.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot more free throws as we go through this game. Last 7:49.
First shot is up, and it's good. Subbing in now for the game, Dawson Crescenzo will come in for TJ King. TJ's got to get off the court there as referee's referring. There's only 1 change made for the Bobcats. No changes at all for Santa Fe. And that's good. So 60-59 now your score. Another substitution here coming in. Carmelo Branch coming in now to the game for Santa Fe. 1 point Santa Fe lead. Still anybody's game here as we approach the 7.5 mark here at this juncture. That's going to go out of play. Santa Fe will regain possession. And, Bob, it's those mistakes like that in a game this close that you can just not afford to make. And the Bobcats definitely got to clean that up here a little bit going forward the rest of the way.
Getting to the mark in the game, Dylan, where every possession is going to really be important.
Yeah. Phillips to Maxim. Maxim has been kind of the leader at half court, if you will. Shot up by Phillips, no good. Panisic. Shots off. Bobcats, nobody's got possession. Jump ball possibility? I think the Bobcats have possession. We got to get a jump. Yep, Bobcats possession. So the Bobcats will gain possession. It's actually going to be a foul there on Becker. Maxim again doing some cleaning work out here on the court.
I think next possession goes to the Saints, Dylan. If I remember correctly, Bobcats got the last possession, so that could be important too as we get into the final minutes.
That's the 6th foul here for the Saints. 8 so far for the Bobcats. Both teams have had their fair share of fouls here so far in the game tonight. Maxim slowing the pace a little, just trying to ease his way up the court. Now trying to move around a little bit, trying to make something work, trying to get everybody situated. Phillips loses possession. Phillips stays alive. Nothing really there. He had to kind of just get it out of his hand there. Shots up, that's good. So Santa Fe now with a 3-point lead. Still only a 1-possession lead, though, for Santa Fe. Bobcats just need a 3-pointer to tie things up. Easier said than done. That's going to go out of play. Bobcats retain. That was a massive, really a massive thing there to happen for the Bobcats there, Bob, with the out-of-bounds call on the play. Bobcats really couldn't have afforded to lose it again, being down by 3 here right now.
Yeah, 6.5 minutes left, Dylan. You got to get good possessions now from here on out. Got a 3-point Saints lead, as you said, 1-possession game.
Bob, what do you think the most important thing going forward is really for both teams here heading into these last, 6.5 minutes here left to play? I mean, both teams have really showed some good stuff here tonight. We've seen a lot of that, and we talked about a lot of that as well. But, there have been some things that both teams have, kind of struggled on. And I think that's kind of been the downfall for some of these teams, for both of these teams as well, is some of the ball movement and stuff has been a little sloppy here or there. But, I mean, what has really been the big thing that you've kind of taken away here so far in this game?
Well, I think the game, Dylan, the last 6:30 here is going to come down to who shoots free throws better.
Yeah.
And who gives up the easy, uncontested baskets. No easy layups.
Yeah.
Teams are going to get hot and get on a streak shooting. You can give them that, but don't let them have the easy buckets underneath the basket.
And I think for the Bobcats, too, ball control is going to be huge as well. I mean, we've seen a lot of kind of sloppy play, if you will, in terms of ball handling, and the Bobcats have gotten a little bit, I don't want to say, maybe a little bit too cute, if you will, with some of their plays. And, obviously they've been able to keep it up fast-paced and stuff. But
credit the Saints, though. I think they've stepped up their game defensively.
Yeah, they've definitely pressured. They've pressured the Bobcats, and it's really played into their favor.
Every pass, I think they've contested here in the second half.
I agree. So Maxim will make the inbound pass here for the Bobcats. Bobcats do retain possession after the ball went out of bounds on Santa Fe. Santa Fe was trying to recover, but just weren't able to hold on to the basketball. Maxim blocked completely. Not a really open shot there for Maxim. So Santa Fe now gains possession. And I think if you're Santa Fe now here, Bob, you could kind of slow the pace down a little bit and, kind of work into your tempo, into your playing style, if you will.
Good job rebounding for the Bobcats.
Maxim,
see if they can tie it up
Rome.
here.
Rome over to Thompson. Thompson on the other side of the floor. Tries to drive into the paint. No good there on that shot. Santa Fe now with the ball once again. Possessions are becoming bigger and bigger as the time progresses. Traveling call on the Saints. That's been the story of the night for both squads. And again, you could see Becker there kind of saying, hey, let's slow things down a little bit here, guys. So trying to get everybody kind of
you kind of feel both teams tightening up a little bit here.
Yeah.
Final 5:49.
And I think it's good, too, Bob, that both teams are really talking with each other, really trying to figure out the strategy. I think it's been really important for this game and kind of slowing down the pace. Like, they've been able to kind of tell how the game's playing out. I think it's been a really important thing so far in this game.
Basket.
Great play by Summers. Back within one are the Bobcats. 1 point Santa Fe lead. This game has been fun so far. Santa Fe currently holds the game lead currently. About 5 minutes to play. We're about almost 3/4 of a way in here so far. Shots up, that's good. Three-point lead here for Santa Fe. Maxim, three ball, the tie. That would be to tie. This is going to be tough. Rico throws it. Here's the shot. No good.
How many timeouts do we have? Let's call it.
So a 3-point Saints lead, Dylan, with 4:39 left.
Yeah, Bob, that was definitely a lot going on there in that possession there for the Bobcats. They almost had an opportunity to score and kind of on that second chance effort. That would have been an incredible play, too, with Rico's kind of behind the back, if you will, backwards pass. Foul there on number 4, I believe. That's going to be number 4, Tyson Maxim.
The referee explaining the charge call right in front of us here, Dylan. Got a good explanation.
Well, I guess it would really be a blocking foul there, Bob.
I tell you, the referee's doing a good job, though. They're communicating with all the players and coaches out here.
Yeah. Well, on
Had a
that
good
call,
crew
on
tonight.
that call, it'd be a blocking foul.
Yeah. No, he was explaining why it wasn't a charge.
Oh, yes.
Because that would be the call, right? Whether it's a
Yes,
block
it would be
or
a charging.
charge.
It would be a charge on
Right.
on 0. Yep. On Branch. Branch's first shot. That's good. So 4-point lead, 2-possession lead now here for the Saints. Bobcats just trying to stay alive here. Again, currently only down by 4. This game's still any team's game here so far, heading into the final few minutes of this ball game. I believe timeout's going to be called here by the Bobcats, so they're going to talk things over. So the Bobcats, it's going to be a full timeout here for the Bobcats. So 5-point lead is what separates Santa Fe and the Bobcats, Bob. And, you know, it does seem like Santa Fe is kind of showing that D1 presence, if you will, kind of showing that size, I think, a little bit as well. And, you know, the Bobcats, they're on a little bit of a struggle here, if you will. And I think it'll be interesting to see how these last 4 minutes kind of play out. But Bobcats really need to get something going here. They need to get a big offensive score here in the next minute or two.
Yeah, big possession for the Bobcats. We've seen a couple of times tonight where you felt like a big possession time for the Bobcats. Saints went on a little bit of a run, and they've answered the call a couple of times earlier tonight. Let's see if they can do it here. You got to feel like if they don't get a basket or two in the next minute, you know, you feel like Santa Fe maybe feeling like they can control the game a little bit now.
Yeah, I think now that they have the lead, I think you got the momentum on your side, and you really, again, you control that tempo, you control that pace, and the Bobcats are the ones that now have to kind of get things rolling, if you will. So it's going to be very interesting to see kind of how this remainder of this game plays out and, you know, how the Bobcats respond. Again, they still have a shot here. You know, a 2-ball or a 3-ball here in this situation goes really a long way in terms of when Santa Fe takes possession. But if they can't get anything here on this opportunity, this will kind of be not a good look here for the Bobcats heading into the last few minutes.
Santa Fe contesting every pass again.
Rico to Rome. Rome trying to make something work there. Nice pass to Summers. Summers not able to make the play, but I believe that's going to be a foul. So he's going to be charged. The Blues going to be charged with a foul.
Summers will shoot 2. I think that was on the shot, right?
Yeah, that's going to be Fasmino on the foul there.
Bobcats in the bonus as well now.
Yeah, Summers definitely needs these shots here, Bob. First one is in. That's huge. That's a huge shot there, Bob. And again, you're now within 4. You're able to get this next shot here. You're within 3. So it keeps this game ever so closer, at least. This has been, again, a very exciting matchup here to open up the season.
If it stays this close, Dylan, it could come down to free throws.
Shots up, and that's good. So 3-point Santa Fe lead. 4 minutes to play. The Bobcats are back within a possession. If you're just tuning in, we got a good one on hand here tonight. Reminiscent of last year. Great job by Rico, able to tip it, and kind of, are we going to get a foul? Timeout, I believe? Well, we're going to see. I think timeout, yeah.
Yep, called by the coach.
That was
Coach Mowry.
No, that was actually called there by Branch, Bob. I believe Branch actually called timeout on the floor. So
good job by him. I saw
timeout Blue 25. So that's actually Lovett who called the timeout there. Smart play though by Lovett and by the Saints there to call the timeout. Still have possession.
Yeah, I saw Coach Mowry was instructing one of his players in the last timeout about calling timeout if you get tied up with the ball.
Yep.
So there's a teachable moment, and the Saints come through there calling the timeout that time.
Well, and that was a big call too there, Bob, because, again, you keep your possession, and that was looking like it was going to go in the Bobcats' favor potentially there on the loose ball opportunity. So, again, something there where that kind of favored the Saints there, and a smart play by the Saints, or a smart call, I should say, by the Saints, able to take the timeout and still stay with possession, even though not as much time left on the shot clock, only 12 seconds left on the shot clock. So they have to be relatively quick in terms of getting a shot off here. Again, this is still a very wide open game, only a 3-point differential here so far. Santa Fe's up by 3 here. They got under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Opportunity, beautiful shot. That is no good. Branch not able to get that shot in. I give credit. Branch made a good play there, or made a good shot there, I should say. So now the Bobcats here, all they need is a three-point shot here. That could be the tire. Off the rim, no good. Bobcats trying to get the game-tying score. That goes out of play. Bobcats gain possession. So the Bobcats still able to fend off the Saints here, and again, keeping this game within 3.
Got to feel like
TJ
Bobcats.
King coming in.
Yeah, Bobcats getting a few opportunities here. Dylan got to knock one down, though, eventually.
Now, Jaquise Kemp is on the bench right now. I can only imagine Jaquise Kemp's got to be looking at the way this score is, Bob, and reminiscing on last year's game where he was able to make that game-winning shot with .1 left on the clock. That was one of the most incredible shots we've ever seen, and we've ever gotten a chance to broadcast here for men's basketball for PHSC. King guarding Renoy. Renoy dishes it out to shot off. Fasmino. And the Bobcats gain possession.
Wow.
Great job by the Bobcats. Yeah, that's great job there by the Bobcats, able to keep that ball inbounds. And it stays within 3. Summers trying to make a 2-point layup there on the shot. Summers again to King. King mid-ranger.
Nice.
Good, and just like that, we're within 1. Oh, boy, this game is getting tight here. 2 minutes to play here in the second half. 1-point lead for the Saints. The Bobcats are well within this ball game. Shots up. That's good. Back within 3 now. Under 2 to play. Things are getting tight here from Newport Richie. Maxim over to King. King, one-on-one. King, mid-ranger, nothing. Foul, I believe. This is going to be, on Santa Fe. Yes, it will be on Santa Fe. That's going to be on number 3, Kevin Fasmino. So just like that, TJ King will head to the line to shoot for 2. A late foul call favors the Bobcats, Bob, and these are massive free throws coming up here.
Yeah, King hit the last field goal. He did a good job just going right up with the ball after that rebound. Let's see if he can hit his free throws here, Dylan.
Box out.
We have had a thriller of a game here tonight. What a great way to start off the season, Bob. I can only imagine if this is the way the season's going to start off. We can only imagine and can only wait for what's in store the remainder of the year here for the Bobcats. It's been a fun game between the Saints and the Bobcats here in the opener at home tonight.
Box out.
2-point lead here for the 2-point deficit, I should say, for the Bobcats. Second shot's good. 1 point, Santa Fe lead. 1:44 left to play on the clock.
This is where every shot becomes really important, Dylan.
These possessions are massive here. Oh, Rico gets a hand in it. He goes away from his defensive position. Fortunately, able to get back there in time, however. Santa Fe pass in. Is that charging?
Yes.
Yes, it is. So Santa Fe called with the charging foul. Love it will be the one on the foul. And just like that, the Bobcats gain possession. They are down by 1 with an opportunity to take the lead or tie it potentially. Timeout called Bobcats, and just like that, it is a 1-point deficit for PHSC. And Bob, I'm getting reminiscent from last season's opener we had. Again, there's a lot of time left. But this game has been exciting to watch. A lot of back and forth, and the momentum swings have been really, really at a high here so far in these last few moments.
You couldn't ask for a better game, Dylan. A 1-point lead for the Saints, but the Bobcats have the ball with 1:24 left.
Yeah.
Of course, you expect multiple possessions for each team before the clock expires, but each possession is going to be really important. And if there is fouls and people need to go to the line, it could come down to who shoots better at the free throw line.
Bob, the question is here, if you're the Bobcats, is time something where you kind of work with the clock a little bit? I know time management becomes a factor, but you are also down here. You want to be able to have that lead, I think, if you were going to work with time management.
Until you get down there, Dylan, into the waning seconds, I think if you see an open shot, a good look, you take it, you hit the basket. Multiple possessions left, I expect, for both teams before we're done.
Fans, if you're just tuning in, you have been witnessing a fun opening matchup to the season here at home. We can only imagine that there will be more of this to come, and we hope that this is just a starter of what's there to come for the Bobcats. Maxim trying to find an open man, nothing to be found there. That was Summers who was trying to drive into the paint in order to make a play on the transition there, but nothing going well there for the Bobcats on that pass. Saints now have possession. Again, 1 point lead. King trying to get a hand on it, not able to. Bobcats down by 1 as we approach a minute left in the ball game. Under a minute to play. Maxim defending. Great defense. Shot clock under 10. Three-pointer off the rim, no good. Bobcats now have time to work with here. This is going to be very interesting now if the Bobcats get off the shot here. I think if they get it off under 30 seconds, Bob, then that means Santa Fe would have the last shot. Three-pointer off the rim, no good. Now it's all left to Santa Fe. You expect that the Bobcats may foul here. They will foul. That will put them to the bonus. These are going to be huge fouls here coming up, Bob.
2 shots.
The only positive you could say right here, Bob, is that the Bobcats are at least within 1. Yes. And that even if they do make 1 shot, you're at least only within 2. So really, you're still at least going to have a 1-possession lead here.
Expect a timeout from the Bobcats. See how many Ronoy hits here. He's shooting 2. He hits the first one.
Again, the Bobcats, Bob, they have the time in their favor now. If they get the ball back here, as long as they don't miss a shot and Santa Fe regains possession, the Bobcats have the clock in their favor in terms of they can just play with the clock a little bit, but you also want to be able to get that 3-point shot, and they're going to have to hope here for maybe a 2-and-1 or a 3-point opportunity. So timeout call. I believe it's going to be a timeout on Santa Fe.
Yeah, I think so. So Santa Fe calls the timeout, but I'm sure the Bobcats going to script up a play here to get an open look at it, maybe a 3-pointer to tie it up.
I know Jaquez Kemp is on the bench, but you think he is watching this and thinking to himself, he's seen this once or twice before?
Well, we've seen it before.
We have. No, Jaquez on the bench. He's seen this before happen many times. And
now you also don't need to shoot the 3-pointer. I mean, if you get a good look,
you could draw a
for
foul
an easy
and do the 2-point. Yeah.
You could shoot the 2-pointer, come down, foul real quick,
and there is other options too. You could go for the 2-point shot and then try to foul Santa Fe and hope that they miss their free throw shots.
Correct.
There's a lot of options you have here for the Bobcats. You could go conservative. You can go aggressive. You really have a lot of options here if you're PHSC in this situation.
The key thing, though, is get a good shot.
Yeah. I think the worst case scenario really would be missing a shot. I think if you miss a shot and then they gain possession, I think that could be probably the worst thing that if you are the Bobcats.
If the Bobcats miss Dylan, foul real quick, get them to the line, and
see what happens. Hope for faith. Yeah,
hope that they don't come through on a lot of those free throws and you get another chance. Yeah. All right.
So 25 seconds left on the clock. Bobcats will inbound pass it here. Now, if you're Santa Fe, there is a possibility that you could foul and then potentially just have them go to the free throw line, and then you get the ball back. So there is that possibility as well. There are a lot of different scenarios here.
You don't want to
drawing up.
Don't want to foul on a 3-pointer, though. That'll be 3 shots.
No.
Or take the chance.
Well, you could do the reach, but you could do the reach and foul and then bring it to the line to get the ball back.
Well, let's see what happens.
Shot clock is no longer an issue. Bobcats have the time here. They are deep. 15, 14, 13. Clock winding. Nothing there, and just like that, that may do it. Now the Bobcats are going to have to rely on Santa Fe to miss their free throw shots. A shot in basically ends it, most likely. 2 misses, however, will give the Bobcats some sort of life still. Santa Fe makes both of them, Bob. It's it's most likely not going to go in the Bobcats' favor here, but all we can do is wait and see. Renoy, first shot missed.
Bobcats going to need to get a quick shot off either way. So,
well, they do have the timeout. Remember, Bob.
Yeah.
The question is, though, does Renoy decide? Does he want to miss this shot here? But I don't know. Remember, it does let the clock wind, and there might be some. There's the last shot. So 4-point lead here for Santa Fe, and now the Bobcats are in desperation mode here. They would have to get a shot off super quick.
Yeah, for the Bobcats, you got to get a three-pointer off and hit it, and then foul
and you might
right
even
away.
you might even maybe even be able to get a three-point shot and a foul potentially, but that would be super lucky.
You get the three-pointer off and foul right away, and hope that you get the ball back. And you might be still down by 3, but you take another shot to try to win it. Probably going to be like a half-court shot, though.
Yeah. Yeah, and
we've seen stranger things happen, though.
We have. We saw it in the opener last year with the 1-second shot off. So stranger things have happened in this arena. As the Bobcats will need to look to try to get a quick shot off, and they're going to have to go long range too, Bob. So they're going to get pressed super quickly. So they're going to have to make almost like a Hail Mary type pass here almost just to get it. And they're going to have to be quick here. I don't know if they're going to have enough time. That's going to do it. So Santa Fe will grab the win, and the Bobcats fall to defeat by a final score of 71-67. Give credit to the Bobcats, though. They played hard tonight. I think they played well. I mean, again, against a D1 opponent, I don't think you could really ask for more. This was a really solid performance by the Bobcats.
Yeah, you can't ever say a team feels good after a loss, Dylan, but I think the Bobcats have to feel like they've got a good squad that can do some good things.
Yeah.
And, you play against these D1 opponents, tough teams like Santa Fe Saints, and every possession counts, and I'm sure they'll go back in their heads and think about different possessions that they had where maybe, a crisper pass or a better shot selection might have made the difference. But that's what you get in a close game, and the Saints, give them credit. They came through, especially in the second half. They contested every pass, I think, from the Bobcats, and they made the baskets when they had to.
Looking at their next game coming up, Ava Marie University, their JV squad heads in here to the arena next week, Bob. And again, I think, you want to be able to grab that first win, and I think that's always the hardest thing maybe to do in any sport is to be able to grab that first win and kind of get out of a rut, if you will. And right now the Bobcats haven't yet to get their first win on the season. So I think it's going to be interesting to see going forward how the Bobcats are able to play and what they can improve on. Again, I think Nick did a really good job. Congrats to Coach Nick on his first night, obviously at home. And, hopefully there will be some favorable victories here coming forward for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Bobcats are going to win games this year.
Yeah.
No doubt. We saw enough good things, Dylan.
They're competitive. This is a competitive ball
Very
club.
competitive, and these they look like the kind of guys that are going to give you their 100% every game out. So.
Definitely don't let the record fool you. This is definitely a very competitive team, and I think this will be a team going forward that I think can only improve. And honestly, with the young guys that they have and stuff, there's a bright future ahead, especially maybe not right now when things are still getting developed and worked on, but I think especially later into the season and maybe once conference play hits, this team might be off and running. It might be dangerous heading into the conference play. So it'll be very interesting.
Let's wish good luck to the Saints. We won't see them again, but it was great talking to Coach Mowry before the game. And
very high-intensity coach, very well-respected coach, so very good win for them. But, Bob, as for myself, as for you, what a great night it was. Home opener of the season. We'll be back soon, hopefully, and we'll have some more games coming your way here on broadcasting. We'll see and look at the schedule and get you guys some more great broadcasting action for basketball. And thanks so much for taking some time out of your night. Have a safe rest of your evening, and go Bobcats.
Good night, everyone.
King. Mid-range jumper, nice shot by Chris. I think I messed him up, Bob. I think I messed up the.
Nice shot.
Santa Fe takes possession. Nice dish out to the post. Great post. Great pass. Yeah, they're playing really good defense, Bob. I think they're.
Nice move. Good look for the Bobcats, obviously, with a good basket there.
Shots off. That's good. Going down the pace a little. Trying to let something create here.
Nice steal.
Great. Table got moved there a little bit. That's a 3-ball, and that's going to be good by Foreman. And that's going to be recovered by the Saints. Great hustle there by the Saints on the loose ball. Shot up.
Panisic with the...
Panisic, great shot. Surveys options. He's only got 5 seconds. 4, 3. Panisic, 3-ball. Rebounded. That's going to restart the shot clock. Shot off again.
Bobcats still, and you got to feel like a
great pass to
would mean
Rome.
a lot here.
Rome, shot.
There
Nice
you go.
play. Panisic over to Lovin. What a great pass there. And now 5-point lead again now here. 3-point opportunity. Rome.
Nice.
Boom. This time they've been down all night is this little run that Santa Fe's had.
Nice.
What a play.
Getting to the mark in the game, Dylan, where every possession is going to really be important.
Yeah. Kind of tell how the game's playing out. I think it's been a really important thing so far in this game. Play. We're about almost 3/4 of a way in here so far. Shots up. And the Bobcats gain possession.
Wow.
Great 2-point layup there on the shot. Summers again to King. King mid-range.
Nice.
Good, and just